Here's adventure.
His fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind.
This is High Noon and welcome! Are you prepared to draw? I hope so! And I don't mean any of that liver-lizzied, gun-slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that arty stuff. I'm here to do that. Yous all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it.
Hello, everyone. How are we all today? Hope we are doing good. It is Monday, February 21st here in Canada. Well, I guess. Well, some places it is the 22nd by now. Yeah. So, yeah, we are going to hopefully finish off this page. I know these two panels should be easy to finish off. We are in the on-air chat in Discord if anybody wants to come in. And yeah, so we just need to do the sky in these two panels and do some stuff on the mountains. And then, of course, we need to start doing all the snow in the different panels. So, panel 3 is done. But we're going to need some stuff there, I think, for the background. So, let's see. I'm going to take everything out. Okay, so we'll grab that. And then we'll come down to panel 4 here. And we'll open up the background. You know what? I think we're going to do this, do both panels at the same time. Panel. Okay, so. Snow on. On ground. This is mountains. I don't think there's anything in these other panels. Okay, so 51 is going to be okay. So there's panel 4, and then it's panel 6. mountain. Okay, so we're gonna add a layer here. Okay, we should probably come in here and get the mountains cleared up. We should do this for the other panel as well. Panel 4, make sure everything is copacetic. There we go. It's looking better already. Hold on. I need to. Okay. I'm gonna lower the volume a little. A little more. Okay, we're back. Okay, so panel 4. Oh, we're going to just to clear up any stuff that needs to be cleared up with this. Those are snowflakes or whatever, so although they're weird snowflakes being perfectly round, but okay, so that's done there. Oh, you know what? There's snow too, snow on the ground. So let's grab it as well. Do all the erasing and then come back over. come back and do gray there. Oh crap. Snow on the ground should be. Okay, so now we need to do the mountain gray again. There we go. Okay. Okay, so panel 4 is done for that. Let's go over to panel 6. Let's get rid of the gray, I guess. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to go over mountain stuff. Control Z. I grab one thing and it does not grab the right thing. I hate when it does that. And I go for the wrong thing. So it looks like Justin Trudeau's trying to hold on to his power as long as he can. Okay, so do we actually need to do white on here? Doesn't look like it. Actually, it looks like we need to erase a little bit more gray right here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that is done. Now let's check in on panel 3 here. Okay, so we have the snow. We know that. And that's alright. Right, snow on ground. Mountains. Snow on mountains. Okay, so you know what? We'll grab that. And then we'll go to panel 6. And we'll put snow on mountains. Panel, label it. Snow on mountains. Okay, so we'll go from one side to the other, just doing what we think works. I'm gonna have to zoom in on this stuff to get this better. Now, what is that? Should have grabbed the gray of the mountains. Or I could have done stuff without knowing I made sure it wasn't going to affect the one side there. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad. And we'll come back. That will do. Now we're doing here. Well, let's add the layer. Snow on mountains. You know, show. Hello.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, how are you today, Commodore?
It's all good in the hood.
That is good. That it is good where you are.
So, what are you streaming?
I am. Yeah. Coloring Snowdrift number 1 panel 2 here. I should be able to show you. It'll probably end up being backwards for you, but so turn on my virtual cam, start, and then come over to Discord here. And turn on. Yeah, turn on camera. Oh, there we go. There, now you can see it on Discord instead of going to my channel. Not that I wouldn't mind the views on my channel since nobody's in the chat
I
yet.
don't see it yet. I just see a blackboard. Wait, hold on. What if I disconnect and reconnect? Ah, that did the trick.
Oh, no, that's good. Okay, so, but yeah, nobody's in the chat yet, and on the thing. Yeah, so we're doing up almost the last little touches, just getting these mountains to be snow covered and stuff like that, and getting it to look like it's.
Did you draw this too?
No, Dillard drew it, but I've colored it.
Hmm.
But yeah, we're bringing in, just getting it look like there's snow clouds there and some snowing in the background, and then after we do that for the last two panels, the page is very much complete, except I gotta go and color in all these snowflakes white, which is gonna be a pain in the arse.
I have a question. Are those snowflakes special?
How so?
I don't know. Do they complain a lot on Twitter?
No, not these ones.
Oh, okay, cool. So the normal snowflakes, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, these are real snowflakes. Not,
Are you gatekeeping? Are you in the comics gatekeeping?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
It was stupid, and I didn't grab the gray, which the snow on the mountain was going to be on. So I didn't
Cross
get
comics, the comics gatekeeper, the keeper of Comics Gate.
Hey, in my comics, yes, I am the gatekeeper.
Well, who's the keymaster?
I don't know. Me too.
Oh, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, I know you're taking that from Ghostbusters. I watched the original movie. In fact,
how's Afterlife? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. Well, I wasn't able to go to theaters. March 1st, I should be able to go to theaters. But
Why March 1st? Is that when they're removing all the restrictions in Canada?
Well, not all the restrictions, but in different provinces are different times. Like if I was in the province of Alberta, I'd be able to go to movie theaters now. But
you probably go in what is the middle one? Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
because nobody pretty much nobody lives there.
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple million people in the whole province.
Yeah, all two of you.
Yeah, well, I'm not in Saskatchewan either, so I'm in Ontario, and our passports, they're going away on March 1st here.
Oh, nice. So you don't need a vaccine to have a passport on March 1st?
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to get the vaccine to go in. And,
so you don't have your shots?
No.
Good.
I wouldn't touch those things with a 10-foot pole, 100-foot pole.
I would use a pole and poke it. Poke it like it's like it's a movie Stand By Me. I'll just poke it.
Yeah, poke it with a 100-foot pole.
Well, that would hurt my arms, you know.
You had to lift
I'm not,
up.
I'm not sure which one would hurt more, like holding a 100-foot pole and getting my arm shot with the injection.
Probably the 100-foot pole would hurt more initially, but you know, the side effects or possible side effects could hurt a lot more. Of the
Yeah, I do have concern of autoimmune complications. Like, if I'm like my dad, I'll be dead in 9 years.
well, hopefully that won't be.
Well,
Hopefully,
maybe for different reasons.
yeah, going against the government.
uh, I'm not suicidal.
By not getting the things, even no matter what your reason, you know, some people consider that going against the government.
No, I consider, getting some pieces of metal that they don't like. That I would say that'd be going against them.
Yeah.
Or selling plants they don't like. Or selling plants they like just as long as they can get more money from it, but only in ways that they like.
Yeah. Okay, so.
You know, cocaine isn't illegal. It's illegal for me to have. Like there's industrial uses for cocaine. Like there's you can use it to make Novocaine, and like so if you ever have or lidocaine, yeah, there's lidocaine too. So if you ever have like sore joints and you put like lidocaine cream on you, that's cocaine. It's cocaine without the high.
Ah. Okay, so now we finally got gray clouds. Or we're going to do gray clouds on this panel. And then I gotta about 2 more steps on each panel, and then I gotta start going and doing all the damn snow, coloring all the snow. I dread that.
Wow, I was gonna say that looks like a really bad storm, but it's like, yeah, that's just another day in Canada.
Oh no, this is supposed to be an extremely bad storm in the northern Canada.
I like the tundra.
Yeah, well, even above the tundra.
Okay. Near the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, within the Arctic Circle. Like, I think I got a picture here. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, where it's like 6 months of daylight and 6 months of nighttime.
See, comics. Oh,
Hey, yeah, isn't it true? Like, if it snows like for 3 feet, you get 3 feet of snow, and it's like in Canada, it's like, oh, they still go to school, but in like, but in like in Texas, if they get a millimeter of snow, like school's canceled.
yeah.
It's because they don't get it very often, so the few times they do get it, they're caught off guard.
Yeah. Can't find it now. Here. I know what I'm doing. Just gonna Google Maps to show basically where. Uh, Okay, so we're...
So does Misfit Corner Comics have a Discord now? Or are they still using Zoom?
No, he uses... when he goes live, he uses... What's the name of it? StreamYards.
Streamlabs?
No, StreamYards.
Oh. Okay, so he's not a Zoomer anymore, okay.
Yeah, but they do have a Discord. Somebody created it for them. I forget who created it for them, but they don't think they use it or he uses it.
So they went from Zoomer to Boomer.
Okay, so if you look here, you can see a map of a lot of North American Greenland.
Yeah, and Greenland isn't that big because like curvature of the Earth.
Yeah, but
there's an impression that it's huge, but it's just like the Earth being curved.
But if you see this island right here, I'm zooming in on it.
The Northern Territories.
Yeah, this is somewhere in here is where she is.
Now why is she over there?
Well, she has been given her group, her and a bunch of other scientists are studying something up here. I'm not sure what. You know, and she's in charge, and she went for a walk one day, and she got buried. A severe snowstorm happened out of the blue, and then she got buried, and but that
do you remember the quote unquote Area 51 raid on Facebook where they didn't actually raid it, they were looking for aliens? They're crazy. Like aliens aren't in Area 51. They moved them to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like if aliens were sent to Area 51, they probably left by now. they probably moved to Antarctica. They move all that shit over there where nobody is gonna go. You know.
Yeah, where it's hard to get to for everyday normal people.
Yeah, have an Antarctica raid.
So, we're doing clouds. We're doing the gray clouds. It's very gray.
The best part about coloring this is there's not much to color.
Yeah, I don't like those clouds look too close to the ground. Just gonna...
I would say just leave the mountains as they are. It looks fine. It looks atmospheric.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, have the clouds.
Okay, you're just experimental, I guess.
Hey, LDG, how are you?
Eh.
Yeah, I'm not going to put any more clouds than that in. Others, because it looks too close to the ground otherwise for that. So,
Is this Pro or EX?
This is
Pro.
Pro.
Okay.
I can't afford EX yet. Probably, I'm thinking within the next year I might be able to.
Well, the thing about EX, I don't think it has anything to offer, much to offer for people that do just non-animated art. Like EX is more useful for animators. Like I know of an animator that got Pro is like, damn it, I should have got an EX. Like I can't do a cycle in just only 24 frames. I need more frames than that.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that it helps with is if you're doing a comic book, you can have all your pages in the same thing. Same file, instead of having to switch files.
Okay.
You can have multiple pages.
So you have to organize it like book 1, page 3. That is a different file. Like book 1, yeah.
Yeah. And hello, Jeff Potts. How are you doing? If you're wondering who's with me, it is Commodore. Not 64.
Yes, I'm 4 times higher.
So there's some gray clouds there. And what do we got next for? We gotta look at. Oh, that's snow. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. Bowling. No. And that's easy to do. And how are you today? Did I say how are you today? I don't know. I forget sometimes what I've asked people. Oh, that's bad.
I'm doing all right.
Well, I guess I should have asked you too if I didn't. And but I was asking Jeff as well in the chat. Okay, so there's panel 4. It'll be nice though. After I have this, do all the snowflakes on this, I will officially have one page completely done of.
And before you ask, no, they're not those kind of snowflakes. That's not the ones that complain on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, and other places.
Well, Neo Tumblr, it's Twitter now. Like they used to do it on Tumblr.
Okay, so there we go. And I think that'll probably be it for what I have to do for extra stuff on. Yeah. Okay, so now I get to do the great, lovely snow in each of the panels. So see what people think of the page thus far. I don't know what that's supposed to be for. You know what? Snow flakes panel 2. Copy that. And 3. Because I'm going to color all the snowflakes above the lines. So I'm going to have to be careful.
Aren't snowflakes supposed to be white?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so privileged.
Or they look white anyways.
Hey, is it racist not to say don't eat the yellow snow?
I wouldn't think so. But, yeah. Who am I? Who am I? Okay, so now we get to. Oh yeah, we still need to do one thing in panel 1. We need to get some light coming from that brown thing there. It's supposed to be a lantern or something. Okay, so let's. I guess we start up at the top here on the mountain. I'm gonna have to go and do some stuff at the mountain edge here later. So what's new for you, Commodore? Anything new? How'd your weekend go?
Nothing special happened. I'm just trying to get settled into a new place.
Ah, lovely. Moving's not nice. Well, it can be nice, but not. It's a pain in the ass, that's for sure.
It's a nice place. Like I have access to. Hmm. Well, it's nicer because like I can like there's more like local places where I can go shopping and like I can give Jeff Bezos less money.
Well, I guess that's good.
I mean, I would still have to give him money every now and then to get a couple things, but like I don't need the special order things anymore. That just doesn't exist locally.
Oh, that's good. It's always nice not having to order off of Amazon. Not that I do it a lot myself, but
Well, I have to I have to walk to the next city, but here's the thing: I can see it from my window.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm right over the line.
Yeah, where I am, there's like 4 or 5 cities connected together.
Ah, so it's a metroplex, is it?
Yeah, well, what I mean is like I live in Hamilton, right? Which has just over 500,000. The next city over is
Ah,
Burlington, and it's literally um, uh, it's like you walk from one side of the street to the next, and then the next town that's after that is same, and it's like that for like 4 or 5 cities, 5 cities at least. And that's not even just counting the greater Hamilton area, which
well,
has
that's
like
kind of how Canada kind of evolved. Like it was just like a couple of port cities, and there's just like been extensions on the port cities.
yeah,
Like in the States, like in the Midwest, like those places were work camps. And they kind of grew from there. And some of them were like just people that just wanted to like have their own patch of land in the middle of nowhere in the frontier.
yeah.
People that want to be left alone. But it's hard to do that these days.
Well, in Canada, there's lots of places that you can still do that, and I think in the states as well.
Well, there's a lot of bureaucrats in the way. Like, if you want to try and buy a place in the middle of nowhere, good luck building something there without having the EPA on your ass. It's like they're gonna call it a fucking wetland as you're building shit there.
Yeah,
It's like this is a wetland. You can't build shit on a wetland. You can't build it because you need to bribe me first. Then you can build it. Like I used to give like Teen Titans Go shit. I used to call that show Teen Titans Go Fuck Yourself. But like they had something right. Like the only way around the red tape was actually there was this their lair got destroyed or something like that, so they had to rebuild it. But there was an issue. They had issue with the bureaucrat. Like he had this weapon. It was called red tape. So it was used red tape as a weapon and they used the red tape to restrain them. And there was only one way around the red tape, and that was money. And he just bribed the guy. It's like, okay, are we good now? Yeah, you're good.
yeah. Robin went and got some of Bruce Wayne's money.
Yeah, that's probably how you. That's probably the only way to get things done in California.
Yeah, probably. So, are you working on any comics, or do you do any artwork, or what?
I don't
Coloring?
know. I was thinking of writing. I don't know. But the thing is, I need to get into the written mediums. But like, I have bad like childhood experiences and being forced to read when I really didn't want to, and I really didn't want to make it an assignment. But like, I think if they just didn't want didn't like force me to read stuff, I think I would probably enjoy stuff like Fahrenheit 451 and maybe 1984 and maybe I don't know, Animal Farm or something like that, or maybe some Ayn Rand.
Yeah. Well, I know with well, my mom wanted me to read, so she bought me comics.
Well, you're right, and those pretty pictures.
Yeah. Well, it was Christian Archie comics at first, but it still got me, picking up regular
Wait,
Archie, and
this
then
Christian Archie comics?
yeah, there's like about 10 or 12 of them.
Oh, Archie the publisher, not Archie the franchise.
Well, yeah, it's the publisher, and it is with the character Archie, Betty, Veronica, and all that.
No. Nah. Well, it's not. Well, it's. Hmm. Well, Archie's kind of secular these days.
Yeah, well, these were done like back in the like 70s, 80s.
Uh,
And hey, Simple Jack, how are you? Thanks for dropping the like. Jeff Potts says he's listening to auditions for the
what do you think
narrator
of
of his
new
own.
Archie?
Heard it?
What do you think of new Archie?
Well, Riverdale sucks, of course.
I'm not talking about Riverdale. I'm talking about the comics.
Um, it's interesting how they're trying to do a continuity version of Archie. I'd say for sure.
Yeah.
I've read a couple of them, or I had a couple of them, but it's been a while since I've read them, so I don't know
Yeah,
where they've
there's
gone.
like when they weren't doing like continuity, it's like okay, let's have one where Archie gets married. It's like Betty and Veronica, both one, like one story with each, and then we're gonna have one where Archie dies.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't really mean that much if it doesn't have continuity.
yeah. Well, those are your what if stories or whatever
Yeah.
Elseworld stories for
Have you seen Star Trek Pickard?
Picard.
Pickard.
If you mean Picard, and it just
Yes.
I saw the first season. I haven't seen the second season. I thought the first season was all right. Yeah, there was a couple pathetic
I only
moments.
saw the first episode of it. It was free on Paramount Plus. Like I have like a kind of issue with it. Like it's trying to be too much of it's trying to be too dark. Like I don't like the premise of like how like they're scared of machines now, and they're like banning synthetic life forms.
Yeah, because
And it just
apparently they rised up or something. Or, I don't know.
Ugh. Yeah, and the optimism was all dead now. Like like Picard, like he quit Starfleet because it wasn't a Starfleet anymore. That's just sad.
Yeah,
Like this isn't the Star Trek world I want. Like it just like it's not supposed to be like this doomer and this pessimistic. If I wanted this, if I wanted to do something doomer and pessimistic, I'd look at my life.
yeah,
Okay, I'm trying to escape from my life. I want something to look forward to.
yeah. I know what you mean. Jeff says, I like Pickard better than Picard.
Yeah, I'm calling it Pickard because, like, if it was what I was looking for, I'd call it Picard. But this isn't Picard. This is Pickard.
Well,
It's like remember when the Sci-Fi Channel, like right around the time where they were being less about science fiction, they respelled it. They spelled it Sci-Fi.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would honestly say go and watch the whole first season. I think I can't say for sure that you'll like it, but it's way better than Discovery as far as I'm concerned. Now, what that means to you, I don't know.
I have a feeling the only good Star Trek that is new is like Prodigy, and I guess maybe Lower Decks is decent.
I haven't heard of Prodigy.
Oh, Prodigy is the it's the one made for kids on Nickelodeon.
Okay, never even heard of it. Okay. Maybe check that out.
Mm.
I do like Orville. I can't wait to watch season 3 of that.
Yeah, and Prodigy they have vacation.
I need to mess with this. This panel's not as done as I thought it was.
God, Star Trek seems to forget about vacations. Like we've only seen them like twice. Like Star Trek the animated series isn't canon for some odd reason. Yeah, like that's when they were introduced. But there's actually you see Cations in Star Trek 4.
Yeah.
But like it's like you don't see Cations after that, or like you don't see them in TNG. You don't see them in any other like Star Trek movie. But they're canon. They're canon. They exist.
Yeah,
And
well, they probably grabbed them from the animated series, put them in, just so they would be canon for the movie, or because of the movie.
yeah, like I guess maybe the movie was under the impression like that was before like the animated series lost continuity, but now it's lost continuity, but they still have vacations in there.
Yeah.
You know, I wish Star Trek had a good animatronics budget.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Like they just explained like how everything looked like everything like they just had like different stuff on their heads. Like they just explained that for a common ancestor.
Uh, yeah, well, the animatronics would be good, seeing it similar to Farscape.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good series, Farscape. I like to consider myself a sci-fier. Not necessarily.
I wish Firefly lasted longer.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, live action Outlaw Star.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need to make some corrections in panel 2 here that I didn't see before.
So is this your stuff or Dylan's stuff and you're just helping him out?
Oh no, this is my book. This is
Uh,
one of my next books. This is Subject number 1. It's
Did you make the first one?
This is the number 1. It's going to be out in the same campaign as Canadian Shield number 2. Sky. dark and sky. Don't mind me, I'm labeling layers.
Okay.
Clouds.
Old man yells at clouds.
Okay, I need to fix this on this. Yeah, I like pretty much all sci-fi. And then is gonna need the shading, or is it lighting off on this? So the snow doing that snow on panel 2 here was not as bad as I thought it was going to be to do. There we go. I'll go. Let's see. Oh, it's a mountain. Yeah. So I'll probably, if I don't get done all the snow today on all the panels on this, I will probably finish them up off air. And so we'll be starting on page 3 on Friday for this. And we'll be doing some stuff on the Canadian Shield. I'm not sure what page. On Wednesday.
So does Lorenzo still hang around here?
Who?
Lorenzo?
The what? Oh, Lorenzo. Yeah. He's here every so often.
Ah, okay. Hey, you wanted to go check the chat?
I got the chat right up. Unfortunately, nothing's going on. No. Wait. Seems lately things have been slow on my chat in the last, couple weeks.
Why just the past couple weeks?
I have no clue. I wish I knew.
It wasn't slow before.
Well, it's been slow, but before, but slower than even thing. I get like 2 or 3 people it seems in chatting or less. Which well, don't really like, but I can't do too much about. You can't force anybody to come into the show. Although I'm so hopefully, but I'm also doing now a show on Rumble 5 days a week. Hey, Eagle, how are you? Eagle is here. The Eagle has landed.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Okay, this is definitely wrong color. Okay, white. Oh yeah. I think we corrected all the problems with that. Okay, so there is.
Hey, I'm not sure if I asked you this question.
You did. No.
What question?
Go ahead.
If you draw fan art, does that make you a fartist?
I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Oh, what are we doing?
Yo, that's actually a job, a fartist. Like, there's actually somebody that made a lot of money of just farting. He was an impressionist comedian, and then he like would have his bowels do impressions of things.
Some people are entertained by the weirdest of things.
Yeah, how he did it was he could inhale through his anus, and then he could fart on command. And what one thing that he could say about his act was it didn't stink.
Sure. Or did it?
No, it actually didn't stink. Like it was like air. Like that's not. It wasn't methane or anything. But sometimes as he got older, he tried to do like an act called the 21 gun salute. But the problem was he had trouble keeping his bowels in there. He's like, "Excuse me," and then the people got refunded.
Yeah. We would have thought the show was really shitty at that point.
Yeah. Well, to make it less shitty, he became a little bit less ambitious, and then eventually he retired his act.
So he just crapped out, eh?
Yeah, well, he like is also his act where it's like his fart was supposed to do gun impressions, but the issue was around that time like World War One's kind of started, and like so he was getting ready to retire.
Uh, I wonder if anybody has ever done anything like that since for shows. Probably not.
Well, there is Mr. Methane.
Uh, not sure whether I asked Eagle. How are you today? So, Eagle, today we're getting a lot of snow done on this. We got the panels all done except for doing this stuff. So it's a snow day today. But for me, the snow day means work, not no work.
Yeah, but there's nothing else you can do. But you should stay inside.
Oh, I don't literally be. I mean, it's a snow day because I have to color all the snow, not
Ah,
because it's snowing outside here. I just take how long it's gonna. The first panel two didn't take too long, but I think all these other panels are gonna take longer because I think there's more snow in them. And hopefully next Tuesday, I will be launching my pre-launch campaign.
so I got a box of comic books over here. I got Dreadstar and Company.
Cool.
I got Chippendale. No, not that kind.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Well, it's just regular Chippendale, but like it's not like a Chippendales. Like cuffs and collars.
Did you see that trailer for Chippendales? Chippendale?
No,
Chippendales? Uh,
I have RoboCop.
I've got RoboCop.
I got number one.
Cool. It's hard to tell the difference between this gray and the white. They're very close in color. Yeah, everybody seems just be coming in saying hello and then not saying anything at all in the chat. Although Jeff seems to have made a reason why that he's not talking. He's listening additions for his narrator for his audiobook.
Would you say the best kind of comics to collect would be stuff from the '80s because like nobody wants them, like they're not worth anything, like they don't cost a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they don't cost a lot yet, like but like they're 40 years old, but 20 years from now they're gonna be 60 years old.
Apparently now he's writing a bunch of emails to reject people, or so have you selected your narrator for your audiobook, Jeff? The emails are for work.
Hmm.
I know that.
1990 is kind of a weird like time in comic books because the paper is like something between newsprint and the stuff they have now.
Yeah.
Like the stuff they have now is like like a early '90s kind of like cover art for, like for but for every page. But like I don't know, it's weird. Like it seems the paper like they use it's like a little bit better than newsprint.
Well, Jeff says, yeah, I think the first guy who sent me his audition is the guy I'm going with. Both me and the wife were impressed. He's also in my price range. Well, that always helps.
Or maybe it is newsprint, but it's like maybe newsprint was better back in the late '80s, early '90s.
Who knows?
Like I have newsprint from 2015, specifically October 22nd, 2015.
Uh,
Do you know what's so special about that date?
Back to the Future?
Yeah, that was tomorrow's newspaper.
Tomorrow's newspaper today. Oh, that's right. That's early edition.
Yeah, the kitty cat. Yeah, I have the thing from '85. It's like 5 years older, but the newsprint's worse. Like
Uh,
this looks like the garbage newsprint that I associate with newsprint.
uh,
Like you see a little bit of the next page.
uh,
I wonder if you scan these. I wonder if you could like. I wonder if there's a way to match up the. I guess the under art. I guess and just try to subtract it from the image.
I'm not
Like
sure.
like you, like you could duplex scan it and like remove like the. I don't know. I guess like get the copy from the other page and remove it.
Yeah.
And the printing offset is like a little off too. I wonder how much cheaper comic books would be if they still printed on like garbage newsprint.
Well, close to that might be Alterna, which he was able to do for $1 for quite some time.
Really? So that would be only be $1. Like how much are comics now? Like $5?
Alterna is who's doing the thing. I think is like $1.50, maybe two.
Yeah, yeah, but how much are like modern comics that don't use the garbage newsprint? They're like $5,
Oh,
$10.
$4 or $5, yeah.
Hmm. Fantastic Four: Evening of the Witch. Oh, the Conqueror.
Jeff says, when I listen to the auditions, I'm sort of taken back. They make it sound like I know how to write. I sit there and listen and think, wow, this is good. And then I realize I'm the one who wrote it. It just feels weird. Yeah, I guess it would feel weird hearing, your stuff spoken by somebody else. It's sort of like me when I'm around when my mom watches my verse of the day. It's like, okay, this is just weird.
Hey, you know any people that's like blissfully ignorant about like comic prices? Like somebody bought Superman like #1 for like like $1 million something dollars. Like sucker, it says 5 cents on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. 70 years ago, 80 years ago.
Yeah, and then like a lot of things happen. Like I don't know, World Wars where they recycled paper. Oh, what's paper? Oh, Johnny's little comic book collection. That's paper. And
Yeah,
then another thing happened with like acid paper, and like there's like a lot of them didn't survive.
yeah,
Like the paper was made of acid. The ink was made of acid.
yeah.
Yeah, comic books aren't gonna be that valuable ever again. If you want something like that, there's video games.
Yeah, it's back then. No one ever thought people would collect comics. Comics were for kiddies.
Same with video games.
Yeah. You might get some comics that'll eventually be worth some money still nowadays, but not very many. But there'll be very few that get to the point of like Action Comics 1, DC Comics 27, or Amazing Fantasy 15.
I think those days are long behind us. Like there will be still valuable comics, but there won't be like $100,000 comics. There won't be like there won't be $1 million comics. They'll probably be maybe 20,000 at the most.
Yeah.
Well, adjust to inflation. There might be 1 million if inflation goes high, but yeah. But with inflation, like $1 million could eventually only buy you a loaf of bread.
Yeah. Oh, look at the comment. No. Well, hopefully the Canadian Shield #1 gets to be worth thousands of dollars one day.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to tell which print it is because, like, these days things are very easy to counterfeit, you know?
Yeah, well, I think it will eventually be easy to tell because
Actually, I wonder how easy or hard it would be to counterfeit, like, Action Comics number 1.
I know there's people that do stuff like that, or I've heard of it.
Really? Because they kind of use, like, like they can't really do it with their like an inkjet printer. You probably would need to like do it the way they did it. You probably need like plates or something.
Yeah, and then it's aging the paper. Also, with Action Comics #1, you have to have more than obviously Superman in there. There were several stories. You have to make sure all the ads
Yeah.
are right.
Yeah.
And we should qualify that the original Action Comics #1, since they did reboot it and put it at #1. When they did the whole New 52 thing, or was it then? Or I forget when they did it. They did a reboot of every single one, put the numbers all back to 1, which I think was the stupidest thing they ever did. Although I think Action Comics has gone back to being the regular numbers. Because they did have number 1000, so. Hey, Mike. Thanks for dropping by, hitting that like and share and all that. Yeah, Mike Walters there. He reads some comics on Friday, some older comics. He was just reading from August of 1938 last Friday, so that was pretty cool. So I wonder whether I'll get done this panel today for the snowflakes. Panel 3.
Yes. When will the snowflakes be done? Because I'm out of snowflake jokes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I can't just repeat the same joke over and over again. Come on, that's being repetitive.
Why not? It'd be just like a snowflake to do so.
Yeah, the snowflakes really are repetitive.
We're almost. Uh, oh, it's October. Okay. He was in October of 1938, not August. My bad. I was off by a couple months. As of part of this last Friday's coverage we read from Action Comics number 6 featured Jimmy Olsen's first appearance. Yes, he was blonde and he was like 10 years old. Oh, okay, maybe 12.
And he's Superman's pal.
But no, he wasn't Superman's pal yet. He was just an office boy. He didn't even have his camera yet to be out and about taking pictures. He was Lois Lane's little hench person to get the scoop of what's going on around the office without anybody noticing. He reported back to her everything he heard. Because he was just invisible to everybody. Except for when they needed him. Okay, so the snow that's on snowflakes that are over the snow are not going to be able to color white because, the snow is white, and so they're already technically white, and they already blend in or whatever.
Why don't you have any yellow snow? Or brown snow?
Because there's nobody around or no animals around to pee and poop.
Yeah, but there isn't much diversity in snow, you know?
Yeah, it's no
Snow
good
is
at a...
so white, you know? Like, there's marginalized snow groups.
Yep, marginalized snow. Martian snow.
Hey, I just noticed something. Most snowflakes actually are white in real life. I just noticed that. Like the ones on Twitter.
Yeah.
So we should blame the snowflakes on lack of diversity, not ourselves. Okay, cool, yo.
Hey, Dillard, how are you? Dillard is
Raz and chats.
and he says high noon. Yes, high noon. Coming to you at 3 days a week here on YouTube. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And of course, I have my 5 o'clock show, 5 o'clock winding down over on Rumble.
I would probably, if I had a 5 o'clock show, I'd call it. If I had a show called High Noon and I had a show on 5 o'clock, I would call the 5 o'clock show 5 o'clock Shadow.
Yeah, I did have that one here on YouTube.
Oh, well, why'd you call it that now?
Yeah, I wanted something different over on Rumble. It's just supposed to be half an hour to an hour, just lazy daisical, just doing something, trying to get people in. There's not too much going on it, so I figure, not too many people in the chat, not too much talking, so something for people to come home to and relax, watching when getting home from work at 5 o'clock Eastern, anyways, or 6 o'clock, or something like that. Between 5 and 6, and just sit back, relax, watch with maybe a little bit of talking, not too taxing on the mind, nothing to make them think. And right now I'm doing drawing a patrol story over there for that. After I get the troll story done, I don't know what I'll be doing over there for the 5 o'clock wind down. I'll figure something out. Let's see how diverse the panel is. Please state your age, sex, nation, origin, nation of origin, authenticity, sexual orientation, mobility status, and income. Go. Male, Canada, white, straight. I'm not sure what exactly means by mobility status. I'm 48.
I refuse to go into a data mining scheme.
So how are you today, John? How goes things for you today? How was your weekend? Uh, Mother's name, maiden name, McTavish. And street you grew up on. I grew up on several streets. Probably the main one was Mud and Concession. And name of the first pet. Did I have a goldfish first? And I forget what the goldfish's name was. I had a bird named Robin. That was not a robin species. It was a budgie. It seems to be the kind of person to name their goldfish. No, it wouldn't. I know it wasn't Goldie. Hey, I named a bird, Robin, not after the species, but after Batman and Robin. And it was a budgie named Robin. And although I would not really, even though we were close to the same person I was then, back when I was a kid, my last cats that I got were named Rhyme and Reason. And I had thought of what they're coloring to name them Tiger and Panther. But the one that would look like a tiger, call him Panther. And the one that looked like a panther, name him Tiger. Just to throw everybody off.
Yeah, that's fun.
I named my bird Cornelius P. Feathersby. He was a crow that fell out of a tree. He ended up dying though. I'm not a good pet owner. Just do it.
That bird is evermore.
And I had a, or did we have the cat first? We had a cat named Patches and Toker at the time as well. I think I named the cat Toker. I don't know why. And not after somebody taking a toke or whatever because I didn't know anything about that sort of stuff back then. I'd have to ask my mom if she knows why I named him Toker. Or whether I named him Toker or somebody else did. And I must thank you for all these snowflakes, John. You're really making my job easy. No, I joke. It's going to look really good. Just come out just to see what it's looking like. A moment. Well, it's really beginning to look good with them there. Especially coming like there's. Can't really see them much on the first panel. But you're really getting to see them on the second panel here. Oh, I missed a couple. Unless you prefer her to be buried in snow on a bright clean day. Yeah. Oh, it just makes me, well, she's not that close to the mountains, but it just almost makes me wish I would have stuck with the avalanche story instead of the blizzard that I changed it to, because I thought blizzard would be more feasible than an avalanche. Because I was thinking there wasn't any mountains in the area, but I look and now I see that there are, but I think the blizzard's still probably a better idea. But then again, you had to put all these snowflakes in there too. It must have been a pain making these snowflakes. Unless you got some sort of brush for it. But yeah, we will hopefully be. We're not obviously going to get finished all the snowflakes today on this show, coloring them in.
Is there a way you can automate this?
What, the coloring?
Yeah.
I wish. I could well, I'm not sure whether I could get every one, but I could probably go around using the magic wand and grabbing the center of all of them, and then do a bunch of.
Oh, I know what you can do. Are there snowflakes? Are the outlines of the snowflakes on a different layer?
No.
Crap.
Well, they might have been when John did it, but when he sent it to me, no, they weren't. I don't know whether John did the snowflakes on a.
Well, if you did, ask him to send you that layer, that has it separate, because, all you have to do is, do the magic wand select and invert your select, select the stuff that's not the snow and invert the selection.
Yeah. But somehow I doubt John did them on a separate layer.
Yeah, because time is money, and this is kind of, if it's time consuming, it's money consuming.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've got time to do this at the moment. And, yeah, right now, I'll do whatever I don't get done in the next 13 minutes, approximately. I'll just do off air. I'm going to go on to the next page for Friday.
So how many pages of this do you have?
Of Snowdrift, there are 24 pages in the comic. 20 are done at this point. Well, drawn up and done.
How many colors?
They're all semi-colored. They're not all fully colored. So except for doing, because I was working on page 1, and it was taking a long time doing it 2 days a week, and I figured, okay, I'm gonna switch the pages every week, so I'll do 2 sessions of a page, and whatever get colored, I get colored, and the next week I'll move on. The odd time I did 3 sessions, just so people wouldn't get bored with the same page. And just, when I got through all the pages that I had, I go back and I start over. So, unless I did anything offline, which I didn't. But I think in this second round, a lot of pages are going to get done. Hello? John, I think?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today, John?
Oh, I'm cold.
Why are you cold?
Why am I cold? I don't know. Maybe I'm a sissy.
Come on, you live in California. Why are you cold? You live in Southern California, to be more specific. Why are you cold? It's not like you're in San Francisco.
Well, I think you kind of answered the question. Like, I live in California. I'm used to temperatures being between 80 and 135.
Fahrenheit, of course.
You pansy.
And what is the temperature right now?
When the temperature drops to this low, I get very cold. It's 55 degrees.
I'd say that's warm.
Like if I was living in Canada, this would basically be negative 30.
Or seem like to us. Actually, no, we'd probably be nice. With your 55, we'd probably be, this is tolerable. We can live with this.
Hey, if you guys had a Southern California summer over there, your whole state would catch fire.
Yeah,
Hey, California does catch fire. Like, I'm surprised you're not on fire now.
We do. We catch fire every other week over here in California. So hot.
You're just so hot, eh?
So I took my kid to a birthday party yesterday.
Yeah.
She had the time of her life and made 2 brand new best friends. I was trying to explain to her that that's not how best friends work. She wasn't hearing any of it.
So she made herself 2 new friends. But she thinks
You
they're best friends.
Best friends?
No, she thinks they're best friends. They're just friends.
Oh, no. I mean, they're her entire world now. They are her best friends. She was saying, this is my best friend, and this is my best friend. But the great thing was, during the birthday party, she partook in a traditional game of musical chairs and was able to oust the birthday boy and took his seat.
Is this like what Syndrome says? Like, if when everyone's super, nobody will be. Is this like if everybody's your best friend, nobody is?
I certainly hope so. I would like for her to have no friends at all.
Oh no, you don't want to be like that. Should be like me.
That's mean, John.
You say, like, if you were to say, Dad, can I go with Tiffany to the movies? Or she might say, Hey, Dad, can I go with Jessica to a birthday party? She
Or
might even say, Dad, can I go with Trixie and Beatrix
shopping?
to the mall?
Can I go
Her
with
mom's
Clyde?
gonna
No, no,
take
no,
us?
no. You can't go with Clyde.
Can I go with Tommy
See,
on a date?
yeah, I would much rather her say nothing at all and just cry in her room because she has no friends.
Why? Because it costs you less money?
And also time. I wouldn't have to like drive them
Well,
places
you can also have the other parent pay for it.
or talk to other parents. Who wants that?
Would you be more open to this if you lived in Texas?
If I lived in Texas, I would try to pick some place that's far away from other people. There's a lot of places like that in Texas.
Well, there's places like that in California too. But get fired.
Yeah, I don't want to catch fire.
Do places in Texas catch fire the same as places in California in the summer? Why is it just California?
Is this kind of a recent phenomenon? It didn't really happen much 30 years ago.
I don't know. I lived in California my whole life, and it's always been on fire.
Not in the good way.
That state is on fire.
What's in the ring of fire? Down, down, down in the ring of fire. I don't know the rest of the words. I don't care.
I think that California is technically in the Pacific Ring of Fire.
Oh yeah, there's earthquakes. Yes.
Do 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 do. Oh, my shoulder blades feel like they're digging into my torso.
Oh, that's not good.
So much drawing every day. Drawing. Oh, I started working on the next page on yours.
Oh, that's cool. Is it you showing it or?
Mm-mm. I just sat down. I actually haven't opened up my Clip Studio yet.
Ah. So you going live at 6 today? Not that you did that all last week. Because you didn't do it last week.
Well, last week I kind of did a. Last week I did a mixture of pre-recorded videos and live streams.
Yeah.
You okay? Do you have the vid?
No, I'm just a heavy smoker.
So you're not a smoker. You're the smokist.
No, I'm a smoker, and I'm also heavy. Now, Rick, I forget what you said. Did you want it to be? Did you want the page that had her breaking down the wall to be traditional, or the last page to be traditional?
The last page.
Oh,
Because that's the one where she's in her suit. Unless you want to do the one where she's... Or... Because that one is a splash page too, right? Where she's breaking through the thing. But...
let me open it. I think it is. Let me check. It might have an inset. I'm not sure. I don't remember. No, it's a splash page.
Well, if you want the one that where there's the big hole in the wall or where the door was, you can make that traditional if you want. I was going to see, let's see, Joshua, who is the new voice in my head? That is Commodore. Not 64. Yeah, and I'm going to have to get you to tell me how much you might want for those pages for,
$100 million.
Putting them in as perks in the campaign.
So how well did the first Canadian Shield do?
Pardon it?
How well did the first Canadian Shield do?
I got just over $2,000. About 2,200, 2,300.
Oh, guess what, Rick?
What? You got your books?
I got my books.
Oh, you gonna do an opening? Show them a vid opening them, or?
Absolutely not.
To let everybody
No,
know.
it's a big deal. They're all jacked up. So I talked to 3D Zach, and he's going to be doing another run and shipping them out differently because these ones came in just completely wrecked.
Ooh.
They're all, like, every single page, every single book, the covers are all scuffed up.
Ouch, that is not good at all.
Yeah, look, I'll show you some pictures. Let me see if I can turn on this camera. Turn on camera. There we go. You see this, look at the, this is what the covers look like.
Ooh.
That's every single one of them. Look at this. Like, here's another one.
Ooh, how did that happen?
I don't know. Look at some of this is like so jacked up, like the dents and everything. Like they went through the black and turned white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is like and look like because he put them in like packages of 5, and like every single one of them, other than the first one on the stack. Like the first one on the stack is fine. The first one is like there's no anything on the covers.
Yeah.
But
I know your
like,
book is a bit thicker than mine was, but heck, mine were in stacks of, I don't know, 10s or 20s, something like that. And they were...
Yeah, that's the issue. Because, like, I don't know, I really don't understand how it could have happened. They were in stacks of 5, and even the stacks of 5 were like, what do you call it? In cellophane. Like here, I'll show you this. This is kind of how they came.
Okay,
Box right now, and check it out. This is what it's looking like here. I don't know. And the thing is, this is a video I sent to 3D Zach to show him what happened. Let me turn on my camera again.
Showing you off a little bit on my show here.
Yeah.
They didn't see the pictures initially.
Box. And I'm opening up the second box now to see. See how they came like in stacks of 5? how these are doing.
Holy hell.
I think what it was is, you know what? Well, you said the top ones are alright, so that doesn't make sense. But I was gonna say, I think it's the cellophane, maybe.
I don't think so, because the cellophane was only around the first book and the back of the last book, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the first book is fine, but the back of the first book, you know, like where it's touching the second book, yeah, that's scuffed up too. So none of the books are actually usable.
Yeah.
And I got like 200 of them.
Like, are you getting a refund or what?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna get a refund, but he's gonna do it over again.
Jesus. Yeah, 200 books, that's like a couple $1,000.
You see how they're all scratched?
These ones are all scratched up and jacked up too.
Who the hell printed these?
3D Zach. Normally he does a better job, apparently, but
Fucked up ends.
Well, that's the issue, because the thing is, because I have videos of him packaging them up and, you know, sending them to me because we're in contact.
yeah.
And they look great going in. But I don't know. I mean, the boxes were pretty jacked up when they showed up at my house.
I mean, it's a shipping
So I don't know
company,
if
maybe you should...
I don't know if the shippers, because it was UPS, I don't know if they like took them outside, played soccer with them for a while. I don't know.
It almost seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame 3D Zach because I have the videos of him packaging them, how they go in. They all look pristine, you know. And again, the way the books come, the first book of the pack, like when I unwrapped it, I was super happy. I was excited because it looked really nice, you know. But as soon as I took that first book off, I was like, what's going on with everything else? Oh, it's all jacked up.
I wonder if you can get a settlement from like UPS or something. I don't know. Like you could go.
It's possible that he could, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in a settlement. I'm really interested in just getting my books, you know.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, if you're getting your books, you're not losing money. It's 3D Zach that's losing the money. So by having to reship them.
Yeah, but you don't want your pal to lose money either.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of seeming like my logo for my comic company, right? Cursed Comics it's a real thing.
Jeff Potts is wondering why you aren't working in your she shed.
I am. This is my she shed. You see me? This is me right here.
Yeah, I saw. And they did.
I'm wearing this heavy jacket because I'm so cold, Rick.
You know what I'm wearing? Just a pair of shorts. I'm not cold at all. So yeah, this is coming along.
Nice to be you.
It's coming along pretty good. This panel. Actually, I think I have to probably lighten the blacks.
What page is this? This is page what?
2.
4?
2.
2? 3? 5?
2. Page 2.
17?
Yeah.
I knew it looked familiar.
Actually, these next 3 panels shouldn't be too hard after this panel. Because there's only a little bit on...
How come this looks so squat?
Oh, it's because...
Did you change the ratio of this?
No, it's because right now my laptop's down. I'm getting a new battery. The battery went on it. Or I'm pretty sure that's what went on it. So I have to have my chat up so I can see it. I've got Clip Studio squat a little bit. Not full screen like it should be. Like if I did full screen like that. It would
Ah, I
probably
see. I see.
see. It probably looks good now.
Yes, it does look good now.
So, but so I can have my chat up so I can see it. It gets distorted. But hopefully I will be getting my new battery on Wednesday. Maybe before, maybe not after high noon. I don't know. Depends when the mail gets here, or the mail for that. It's supposed to be here on Wednesday.
I got a message from Mallet CNC Works, and as payment for the logo that I made him, he's making my daughters some little name tags, some CNC name tags.
Cool.
So that's nice.
Jeff says, "You're a former trucker, Dillard. Threatened to send a convoy over to UPS distribution center."
Well, UPS is a much bigger trucking company than I've ever worked for, so the threat would ring hollow.
Yeah, these two panels shouldn't be too hard to do for the
So do
snowflakes.
them.
Oh, well, I'm just not right this second.
This second. What? I'm looking for this DM group. What the heck is going on?
What DM group?
The DM group that has my intro on it, so I can play my intro. All right, Rick, share my screen so I can play my intro finally.
Okay, hold on. Do-do-do. Discord. And over here, watch.
A 41-second video.
Press play, John.
I was waiting for you to let me know that, okay, I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, Dillard draws. I think his name's John Dillard. Kicks ass. Look at
It's
this.
your boy Zach. That is an amazing intro. Play it again!
Yeah,
What a kick-ass
Dillard
intro. I'm not gonna play it again. What are you talking about?
Should I still play it again, Sam? Yeah.
The intro is so nice, he played it twice.
Okay.
Yeah, and all the people that would, and all people that hated on Naughty are not nice.
Jeff Clark says, my printed book is showing up today as well. I'll let you know if everything is good for next week's release, or if I'll have to hit the panic button for the paperbacks. And that and crap my pants at the same time.
I know. Those fucking books showed up. I had all kinds of like anxiety. I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. Wasn't pleasant.
Jeff says, John, I think the concept for the buckler is a cool idea. A scruffy, a demi superhero who eventually becomes a crime lord.
That's right.
Supervillain crime lord.
He's the super villain with the heart of silver.
Not a pot of gold, just silver. A little less precious.
Mine is made of copper.
Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear
In the
about.
hierarchy of materials. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm sorry to hear about how your books showed up. Definitely.
Yeah, and copper's still useful too. You know, like they use it to make microprocessors.
Well, I mean, they use silver to make all kinds of stuff. Like they use it in lithium batteries, computers.
Cobalt too. They have a harder cobalt.
Yeah.
Jeff says, if it's not precious,
Yeah.
at least you can make tableware out of it. So what were you going to say, John?
No, I was talking to Zach, and he's like, yeah, the scuffs were probably in shipping. I don't know. Those crack corners are, I'll pack them up different next time. I guess next time he's gonna pack them up with. He said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try a double corrugated box. Everything's gonna be lined with that insulation foam.
Oh, okay.
And then he's gonna put each book, and between each book there's gonna be one of those really thin those thin foam sheets.
Yeah.
Like the ones you would put between like dishes, you know what I mean? Like something like that. In
Yeah.
between each individual book.
Yeah.
Because it costs a lot of money to ship all them books for them to get ruined, you know?
Yeah. Could it be because there's so, I wouldn't think so, but there's so much black on the front cover?
I mean, it could be anything.
Because it could. I'm thinking they sweated or something, and while shipping and
Maybe.
moved around a
Maybe.
little. Not sure whether you'll ever know.
Yeah.
You just know you don't want it to happen again.
Yeah. And that's a big issue.
Yeah, he's gonna make sure.
But I like the way it came. I was looking at the book on the inside and everything. I like because it looks dirty and dingy. It looks very Buckler-esque. I like it.
Yeah, you never showed us the inside of it. You just showed us the outside.
I think I'm gonna try to change the PDF because you know how everything looks brighter on your computer than it does when you get it printed out.
Yeah.
I want to try to change the PDF so it looks darker like the actual print because I think the book itself looks too bright and I don't like that. I want it to look darker and grungier.
Well, you could do 2 sets of it for PDF.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get the PDF and then just like open up the files and just bump down the brightness.
Yeah, and then save it as a second version.
Yeah.
That way you have one for print, one for digital.
Mm-hmm.
So anything you would like to promote, John?
No.
All right.
My channel. Go and subscribe to Dillard Draws and I'll be going live at 3 o'clock today.
Pacific Standard Time. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get 3 o'clock here is in like 43 minutes.
Yeah. Anything you would like to promote, Commodore?
Nah, I have nothing to plug.
Uh-huh. Thanks, everybody, for coming on, John and Commodore. Thanks for everybody out there.
Well, you should be getting your next page in about an hour.
Uh-huh. I will be sure to get you the money right away. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, participating in the chat, and if you can remember, go check me out on Rumble. I'll be there at 5 o'clock Eastern for half an hour to an hour, doing up some troll book or troll story. So we'll catch y'all later.
When
Bye.
is this?
What? The troll?
When are you doing that?
5 o'clock.
Today?
Yeah. I'm on Rumble Monday to Friday at 5 now. Eastern.
Oh.
So an hour before you, basically, at your 6 o'clock.
Every single day, huh? Nice.
So, yeah. And I'm drawing up a troll story that's going in with Hero Shack's Trolls Exposed book that he's coming out with. That's you can sign up for on Indiegogo. So we'll catch
Is
every.
it a book about testifying?
No, there's a troll that looks a little bit like Testify, I think, in it. But we'll catch everybody later. We'll see you all hopefully later at 5. So we'll catch you all later. Bye for now.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yeah. Catch y'all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love y'all. Have a great, wonderful day.